Little infants that Shakespeare says mewling and puking in their mother's arms. None of them did that to me when I carried them around the church. Notice I've never had but one baby cry.
Jeremy.
There he is. The people 2 weeks ago said, oh, no. He's going to cry, she's going to cry. She didn't cry at all during the service. And I told her everything was wonderful. Haven't had but one cry. I'm going to keep that. In the last year, the students have had mentors. This is the second year that we've had mentors. I don't know if you're all here, but I would like you confirmants to stand now and introduce your mentors. There's no particular order. Go ahead. You introduce your mentor. You stand. Introduce your mentor. What's his name? Next shot.
My mentor was Duggar.
Now how do you feel, Dennis? You got applause. But you
He's the colonel.
Let's see. Sarah's up here. Stacy? Arnie? Barbara's not here. Okay.
My mentor is Bjorn.
I'm really thrilled with this. Yesterday we were at the Education Fest down at St. Matthew's Church in Wauwatosa, and in one of the groups we talked about our mentor program. Of course, we're one of a number of churches that do this, but a number of others were saying, well, how do you do this, and how is it working? And I think people say this is a very, very good thing. There's another adult with whom the young people are able to relate to. Well, I think we've come to the moment where we want to hear the statements of faith. I want to tell you that I have not read any of them. They were turned in to me. One of them was turned in last week and some of them this morning. But there's a particular definite reason why I have not. I do not read them particularly because I want you to know they're their statements. I did not approve of them. I don't give a grade on this. I'm not saying, oh, you can't say this or you should have said that. So that these are statements that come from the students. And they have interviewed a number of you, and they've talked about their own faith, about their involvement in the congregation. And so this is what you will be hearing from them. I don't know the order because I simply passed out cards, or they picked cards for me, and somebody goes first and somebody goes last. Who had number one? Sarah Tetzlaff.
Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6 say, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your path. To me, these two verses help me explain how I feel about my faith. They say that we should trust God and he will lead us through our life. I know I can't do it on my own. I know that I can lean on him and he will always be there. To know that I'm never alone is a great feeling and it gives me strength. Strength that helps me believe in God and have faith forever, and the strength to see me through any hard times I will face in my life. I know that if I trust in Jesus with all my heart, he will keep me going in the right direction. When I started catechism class in 6th grade, I thought only 3 more years to go. When 7th grade classes started, I thought I would never finish the last 2 years. Now that it is all over, I think back and realize that catechism isn't the end of learning of Jesus, it is only the beginning. I know now that there is more to faith than just coming to church every Sunday, listening to the Bible readings, the gospel, or the sermon. Faith isn't something you can buy. It is something you learn and feel. No one can tell you what your faith is. You have to find it for yourself. Everyone interprets faith differently. To me, faith is believing that there really is a God that created me and everything that exists. Also, that he gave his only Son to die for me and for all people. I can assume greater responsibility as a Christian by being involved in the various activities that occur in the church. such as helping with Sunday school, vacation Bible school, and serving in committees. I also plan on staying active in the youth group and being willing to help when I am asked. I hope my conduct in everyday life will show a Christian attitude toward other people. By doing so, I may set an example for someone who hasn't been fortunate enough to have learned of Christ so far in their life. I would like to thank all my catechism teachers for giving up their time to teach our class. I'd also like to thank Pastor Cohen for being a great pastor and teacher. I'd like to say a special thank you to Sandra Granite for being my mentor. Last of all, I would like to thank my parents and sponsors for being good examples in my life. In conclusion, I would like to recite the last verse of the hymn, Almighty Fortress is Our God, a song I had chosen for my confirmation. God's word forever shall abide, no thanks to foes who fear it, for God himself fights by our side with weapons of the Spirit. Were they to take our house, goods, honor, child, or spouse, the life be wrenched away, they cannot win the day, the kingdom is ours forever.
This may show up on confirmation if we sit here next week. So I don't know.
We expect you to wear that next
Thank you. Do I have to wear the names out or do we?
Out, of course.
Well, you see, I didn't have to read any of those statements before. They were beautifully done. One thing I will remember about this class always is being called Mr. Pastor Sir. Sarah started that off, Mr. Pastor Sir. So I was. Let's get it. These will be printed. And I think I noticed that everybody had it typewritten, some of you even computer probably generated. My goodness, what a modern age we're in. You know, when the mother is at home and hasn't heard from her son for a long time, you know what she says now. I don't know what's the matter with you, you haven't visited, you haven't called, you haven't written, you haven't faxed. So I will have copies of those and they will be published in actually it'll be a booklet form. They will be in the bulletin as a part of the bulletin next Sunday. I will have a couple of more announcements, matters to handle, but right now the AAL branch 9209 has a presentation for each of the councilmen, and Mr. Farrell who wants to do that. Or else, Brandon, Debbie, or both of you, or?
You can all come up at the same time if you like. From Grant, 9209, will never go things down. Remind you of your confirmation and your thank you. We're going to say the Mississippi benediction, how we close our classes for the last year. The Lord walks between thee and me while we're absent one from another. How quickly we forget.
Last word to be given by President of the congregation. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Many of you may know, but some may not know, that the children get baptized, but before they're baptized, they're approved by the council. And same thing happens when they get confirmed. The pastor recommends their name to be approved by the council. And so a couple months ago, we acted on this, we approved these names. I'm not good at spontaneous speaking, so I had to write down a few words, just like the kids. So, sir, you're not the last, I guess I'm the last. It's just one page, right? On behalf of the church council, I would like to commend the confirmands on a job well done. You each stood up here and gave us a statement of your faith. What you really did, though, was to give a testimony of your faith. You testified to the church of what your Christian faith means to you. What you must do now is to live by that faith. As you continue to grow and live your life as a Christian, there will be difficult times ahead for you. It is not a question of if there will be difficult times, but when. Those times will tax your Christianity, your faith in Christ, to the fullest. It will be then that you will need to look upon your faith as you testify to today, to help you through those times. What you cannot do is to underestimate the power of your faith. You must live by it, draw upon it when you need it, and use it to live a good life. This day and time in your life will need to be looked back to in order to remember just what your faith means to you. Take your faith statements and keep them with you in your room at home, or with you when you move out on your own later in life. Read it when you need to remind yourself of what really is important in life. Add to it when your life experiences teach you new ways to show your faith. But always remember that your faith comes from your heart and should always stay there. Good luck and God bless.
I thank the confirmants for your words of appreciation and your gift to me. But I think it points out when you hear Randy speak that pastoral leadership is only one part of the leadership of a congregation like this, and we have strong, good, faithful leadership. And Randy and the council members and the congregation, and that's what makes this congregation strong. But thank you for your statement, Randy, and we're happy that you're the president doing this kind of thing. I suppose now you expect me to stay around and officiate some weddings a few years from now, and then some baptisms for these kids. I don't know. It's a long time. It's fun to be the one who's confirming kids that I baptized. I've never had the experience of marrying a kid that I baptized, but maybe that'll, well, if my son and daughter work it out next year, it'll happen that way, but they won't baptize in this church. In case you're a little nervous about next Sunday, I want to tell you that you don't need to be. There are certain times that I get a little nervous. I must have been last night. I had a dream. It was a strange dream. This is true. This really did happen sometime early in this morning. I was in the pulpit and I was preaching. And I could not end the sermon. I looked down at the pulpit and I had pages of notes. And I wasn't anywhere near the end. And Bob Stan was right there in the front pew looking up at me. And finally something happened and I said, well, I'm just going to stop this thing. And then, before long, here came the priest. Now, I don't know if this was Father Kindler or Father Barrett, but he had a bunch of people from St. Joe's, and they were coming up beside the pulpit. And it was like, Jack Benny's show saying, oh, here's Bing Crosby. And I was saying, oh, folks, this is Father so-and-so, and introduce those people. And then the scene sort of changed in the dream, and Pastor John Soflo was back there. And we were getting ready to start the communion. And he said, aren't we going to practice that new offertory song? And the organist said, no, we're not. And I think that was Connie. I don't remember if it was her. But the organist said, no, we're not. And he said, but we don't know it well enough. And she said, but we know it well enough to sing it. We're getting too long. We're not going to sing it today. So then I started giving communion. And this really is in my dream. I was in a small room. And the priest was there, and John Silklow was there, and other people were there, and Hilda Hilkemeyer was over here. Except it was a small room with bunk beds. And I started giving communion. You remember the roll of tickets that you had down in the children's booth? That's what I was giving. Pulling off these tickets. I was giving these to them. And people were looking at them, and then I turned to get the wine. And it was jelly. And I was spooning this jelly onto these tickets. And then I woke up. It was awful. But I managed to get through it anyway. So that's the... Well, once again, we express our thanks to the students for your statements of faith. I think they're marvelous. I think it's as fine a group of statements as I've ever heard. And I'm happy that we're going to... I said I was going to put them in or edit them for next week. I don't think I need to edit a thing. They'll just be printed as you have written them. Will you please rise?